there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking Lamh and marriage Huntsville. You guys know why you are here today. We are talking because the Swindler is at it again. What am I talking about? What has happened? Well, apparently, allegedly, a fellow content creator here for Hot Tea's YouTube channel has been struck. She is not allowed to post or anything for 7 days, so she has been on her husband's channel posting and all of the things, and it's just ugly right now. It is just very ugly, and apparently people allegedly that are affiliated in some capacity with the Swindlers are also stalking other content creators' YouTube accounts and are in the comments if they feel that your thumbnail or your title or your content is defamatory or saying lies and all these things about the Swindlers. And I just don't understand, people. Can you tell me that you're allegedly in cahoots with Carlos King without verbally saying you're in cahoots with Carlos King? Because didn't Carlos King allegedly also straight content creators channels as well? He's claiming because his use of people were using his intellectual property and all these things, but that wasn't the case. Some of the people's channels that were struck weren't even using the alleged content that he did not want used from the event in January for Melody Cherie's live in-person event that was really for the millimeters, because there were no raindrops in sight, right? Other than people who just said that to get a picture with you. Nonetheless, if people are going to be filing complaints and trying to get channels struck, do not be surprised when people strike back and try to file complaints allegedly with the bar. Or take things a step further or sue your pants off for the continued harassment. At this point, we're beyond bullying, we're beyond obsession, we're beyond hatred. This is personal, people. This is absolutely personal. And here's the thing. Here's the biggest thing I do not understand. Is if somebody was to lie on you, right? Like let's think like a logical person. Let's critically think here. If somebody is consistently putting out lies about you, wouldn't the first thing you want to do is provide factual evidence, provide actual receipts to refute said lies being said about you? The fact that the opposite is happening, that there's no denial of anything that has been said, but instead it has been threats, lawsuit attempts, stalking other content creators' channels and their comments and their titles and their thumbnails and to see what people are said and all these things to try to build up a roster of people to try to attack, to try to dox, to try to get their bank information. No. Trying to shut down people is only going to make people more curious about you. And not only more curious about you, they're going to start digging. And not only are they going to start digging, they're going to now try to take everything that you have. Because there is no reason for this type of unhinged behavior. I do not know a world, a specialty, a work environment, education, you name it, where whatever facet of life you guys are in, that everybody is going to like you. That everybody is going to, say nothing but positive things about you. You signed up for a reality show, which means there's a part of you that also wanted to be famous. There's a part of you that likes the clout, that likes the attention, that likes being in front of the cameras, that likes pushing a certain narrative to the audience. But now, after 7 seasons, if the narrative is not what you want out there, even though These content creators that you are specifically stalking and are after are directly responding to comments that came out of your own mouth on the show. Now you want to silence people? Now you want to strike their channels? Now you want to, sue people and all these things in hopes that this is going to shy people away from discussing love and marriage huntsville. And the gag of all this, which I keep saying in all my videos about this is the least interesting cast member. This is the cast member that has the least going on. Say what you want about Martel and Marceau and heck, even Letitia. There's at least things that are happening. Even if they're getting dragged, they at least have things that we can get on here and discuss and talk about and all the things, right? But your comments specifically about your current wife are so low down and disgusting that it's indefensible to the point that your own wife that the comments are being said about is now defending you to defend the negativity because you guys were not anticipating the obvious backlash and the continued need to prop up the first wife who also has moved on to somebody else to, again, piss off your current wife. But none of that is being discussed. Instead of focusing on your marriage and your real life and the real things that you supposedly have going on, you are all on YouTube. You are all on gathering a list of all these content creators that dare to speak on, anything that you feel is defamatory, anything that you feel, is a problem and all these things. And I just don't get the only other thing that it makes sense at this point is that you have committed to this being your storyline, right? Because clearly, Melody Sheree Rogers, at least from, what we've, seen and what we know, she's going to have a lot on her per usual, right? She's going to have a lot of things that she's booked and busy to talk about. So she's taken care of always because she's always been the most authentic on the show anyways in terms of revealing her real life, right? And it's obvious, it's clear as day that Carlos King has tried to rebrand once again Marceau and Letitia to be the next Mel and Martel, and now trying to sell the people after 7 seasons that they are legit business people with an alleged stolen black with a QUE Expo idea. But it seems that you possibly are in limbo. You and your wife are possibly in limbo because there's not an effective storyline that is happening, right? Because what should have happened should have been an educational opportunity to document properly what somebody who is suffering through cancer truly goes through and their treatments and everything else. Instead, it got cheapened to discuss whether or not and how often you guys were having sex and whether or not your cancer-stricken wife was, feeling quote unquote up to it or wanting to be intimate with her husband and feeling like she had to be intimate with her husband against wanting to be intimate with her husband for fear that he was going to allegedly cheat with her and allegedly cheat with her with the linebackers that Martel's side chick keeps alleging to this day. But for some reason, she's not getting sued. I wonder why. Why isn't Martel's side chick getting sued? And she's been saying for years that you allegedly cheat on your cancer-stricken wife and have been cheating on your cancer-stricken wife allegedly. That you and your brother allegedly are on these trips to Atlanta and wherever else at these Airbnbs with Martel, hooking up with linebackers, hooking up with women who are not your spouses. But for whatever reason, instead of trying to be a better husband, instead of trying to work on the backlash that your comments continue to cause on the show, You are parked and posted up here on YouTube. You are parked and posted up specifically on Here for Hot Tea's page and presumably now her husband's page to find ways to strike the channel, to find, oh, if you say this word, if your thumbnail is this, we're going to strike. What? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How about providing an authentic storyline to the people, reality star? Because this is not real. Trying to, fraudulently file a lawsuit, lying to the courts, allegedly, about already notifying the appropriate people involved in a lawsuit so you could just get this through the courts, filing at the incorrect court location from a supposed attorney, trying to get help from people as well to try to seek this, all the way through. And also representing yourself. Like, on top of all of this, like, can you make it make sense to me as to where this is going to go? Wasn't today supposed to be the actual court date for this alleged lawsuit that you wanted to make a big deal, that you wanted to have a leak to the public, is what, to put people on notice? I do not want to hear it when this continues to end badly. I do not want to hear it when all of the little own checks dry up. I don't want to hear it when other people decide, you know what, I'm going to come after you for everything that you have, just out of spite for this foolishness. Because trying to silence freedom of speech, trying to silence people who are telling the truth, trying to silence people who are actually defending your wife, who are actually speaking up on behalf of your wife, is low down. Is low down, is anti-women, is misogynist, is all of the things, you guys. During Women's History Month, nonetheless. During all of these things, we're supposed to be celebrating women, and we have all of this craziness taking place, where people are deliberately trying to silence women in 2024. People, make it make sense. Tell us you hate women without telling us you hate women, because there are plenty of people who are not just women that discuss this show, that have dragged you up and down and sideways and forwards and backwards, have called you all kinds of names that are worse than any female content creator has said on this platform, and I do not see any lawsuits for them. Specifically, you are targeting women, and specifically you're targeting Black women, which tells me everything I need to know about what this is really about, right? That you do not want any Black women who dare to speak the truth. And you think by bullying, by threatening, because like I said before, the first set of threats was the stupid Funky Dineva Awards, in which some people fell for the trap and they got scared away and shied away from discussing Love and Marriage Huntsville ever again, right? But you still took it a step further, right? You went on your platforms and you went into this whole thing like, oh my gosh, my reputation and everything is under attack. And these people need to take down these videos because it's all lies, right? And so they take down said videos, right? But you wanted a public apology. You want to take this to another level that was completely and utterly unnecessary. And still target these people anyways, even after they delete the videos or take down the videos or whatever. But you still do not deny the accusations. You are concerned about your public image than you are on what is the truth and what isn't. And that should tell people everything what this is. It's not about the truth. It's about silencing people. It's about preventing people to have freedom of speech. It is about preventing certain people who watch and support this show, who are giving this show ratings for you to still stay employed, a way to try to block them and block them from telling the truth about these people on this show. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all, because now you have galvanized a whole new group of people who are now going to go after you harder than ever. So do not be surprised when this continues to fail miserably. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.